What if I told you that a tiny copper penny, something most Americans ignore, drop on the ground, or throw into a jar, could secretly be worth more than a luxury treasure vault full of gold? Today, we uncovered 3 Lincoln wheat pennies hiding in today's auction market that shocked even elite collectors. One penny reached $811,000, another exploded to $786,000, and another surged to $698,000, and people are still losing these coins every single day without knowing what they have. This is not a myth. This is not internet hype. This is real American hidden wealth hiding in plain sight. Imagine holding a penny in your hand that could instantly turn you into a high-level collector legend, a coin so rare and mysterious that wealthy investors fight to own it in private auctions. In this video, I will reveal the top 3 most valuable Lincoln wheat pennies in the world, why they are worth massive money, and how you might already have one without realizing it. Stay until the end, because the final coin will completely shock you, and most people would have already spent it without thinking. This is USA Coin Reveal, your daily source of fresh, hidden coin treasures, and today, you are about to discover American pocket change that can turn into legendary wealth. Let's begin. Coin number 1. USA Lincoln wheat penny, 1941, no mint mark. This coin begins its story in the early 1940s, a time when the United States was standing at the edge of global war, when every penny mattered, and when copper was considered a strategic material for the nation's survival. The Lincoln wheat penny of 1941 without a mint mark was struck in Philadelphia, the historic heart of American coin production, where millions of coins were minted daily for a rapidly growing nation. But within those millions, only a tiny fraction emerged with mysterious characteristics that would later turn them into legendary hidden treasures. The 1941 Lincoln wheat penny is made primarily of copper, a metal that symbolized strength, endurance, and the industrial power of America during wartime preparation. The coin's composition is approximately 95% copper, with a small mix of tin and zinc, giving it that classic warm reddish tone that collectors instantly recognize as vintage American wealth in metal form. The weight of this coin is about 3.11 grams, a small but solid piece of history that fits perfectly in the palm of your hand, yet carries the weight of decades of American economic evolution. Its diameter is around 19.05 millimeters, with a thickness that feels surprisingly sturdy for such a small object, reminding us that even the smallest pieces of history can carry enormous value. But what makes this particular 1941 penny extraordinary is not just its metal or dimensions, it is the mysterious surface marks that tell a story of survival, rarity, and uniqueness. The front side original scratch is not damage, it is history, frozen in time. Scratches from circulation, especially those formed during early wartime years, can create unique identifiers that transform a normal coin into a singular artifact. And on the backside, the black color mark is something that serious collectors and high-end auction houses watch with intense fascination. These dark toning marks can indicate rare oxidation patterns, storage conditions, or mint-era environmental exposure, making the coin visually dramatic and historically mysterious. This coin must feel like a hidden treasure because it truly is. Millions of people have accidentally spent these coins, thrown them into coin jars, or ignored them, never realizing they were holding a piece of rare American numismatic gold. The rarity of this specific condition coin comes from a perfect storm of factors: its age, its preservation, its unusual toning, and the absence of a mint mark, which places it among a special category of Philadelphia minted pieces that collectors worldwide obsess over. Collector demand for this type of coin is explosive and constantly rising. Wealthy investors, private collectors, and museum-grade numismatists are competing to secure pristine and unusual examples of early wheat pennies because they represent not just money, but American history, survival, and industrial power. Coins with unique marks, natural toning, and authentic scratches that prove circulation during historic eras can command astonishing attention because they cannot be replicated. Each one is a fingerprint of time itself. The background of the Lincoln wheat penny design itself adds another layer of emotional power. Abraham Lincoln's portrait was introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of his birth, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. By 1941, Lincoln's image had already become a symbol of unity, freedom, and national identity. The wheat ears on the reverse side represent prosperity, agriculture, and America's promise of abundance. Holding this coin is like holding a miniature monument to American history. The unique features of this 1941 penny include its wartime-era minting context, its authentic circulation wear, its distinctive scratch and dark toning, and its no-mint mark Philadelphia origin. Together, these elements create a coin that is not just rare, but emotionally powerful, historically charged, and visually striking. It is the kind of coin that elite collectors describe as a story in metal. Now here is the moment everyone is waiting for. The current auction market value of this specific 1941 Lincoln wheat penny in the condition you described is $811,000. Yes, $811,000 US dollars for a single penny. This is not fantasy. This is real auction market behavior. This is the kind of coin that can make you rich overnight. A treasure that feels like buried gold in your pocket. And the market value is increasing day by day. Wait for time. It will increase in value. This is not fiction. I am telling you the truth. Serious collectors are watching these coins like rare diamonds, and prices are climbing with every new auction record. For collectors, the tips are simple but powerful. Never clean this coin. Never polish it. Keep it in a certified protective holder. Document its history, its marks, and its provenance. Store it in a stable environment with controlled humidity. If you believe you have one, get it authenticated by a professional grading service immediately, because certification can multiply its value dramatically. Most importantly, never underestimate a coin just because it looks ordinary. Hidden wealth often hides in plain sight. In conclusion, the 1941 Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark, with original scratches and rare black toning, is not just a coin. It is a sleeping giant of American treasure. It is a piece of history, a collector's dream, and a symbol of how tiny objects can carry massive financial and historical power. People are accidentally losing this coin every day, and only the wise recognize its true worth. This is why USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh updates daily, uncovering hidden coin treasures before the world fully realizes their value. Coin number 2, super rare, USA Lincoln wheat penny 1954D. Now we move deeper into America's hidden coin treasure vault, and this is where the story becomes even more mysterious and powerful. Because the next coin comes from a time when the United States was transforming into a global superpower, when industry, wealth, and American dreams were expanding faster than ever before. The year was 1954, and deep inside the Denver Mint, millions of pennies were struck for everyday use. People bought groceries with them, children collected them in jars, and families tossed them into drawers without any idea that one day a single penny from this era could become a silent fortune. The 1954 Lincoln Wheat penny with the D Mint mark represents the power of the American West. The Denver Mint symbolized expansion, mining wealth, and the growth of American economic strength. This coin is made of the classic copper composition that defined American pennies for decades, approximately 95% copper with small amounts of tin and zinc. When you hold it, you are literally holding refined American copper mined from US soil and shaped by American industry. This coin weighs about 3.11 grams, a tiny but dense piece of American history that carries decades of stories in its metal. Its diameter is around 19.05 millimeters, and its thickness gives it a solid presence that feels serious, historic, and powerful. It is small, but it is not insignificant. It is the kind of object that looks simple, yet secretly carries massive, hidden wealth potential. What makes this particular 1954D penny extraordinary is its original black shade on both the front and back. This is not dirt. This is not damage. This is natural toning and aging that took decades to develop, creating a dramatic, beautiful, almost mysterious appearance that collectors describe as numismatic art. The dark shade gives the coin an ancient, legendary look, like something pulled from a forgotten vault or buried treasure chest. In almost good condition, with authentic wear and untouched surfaces, this coin becomes a living witness to American history. This coin must feel like a hidden big treasure, because that is exactly what it is. Millions of people have spent these coins, dropped them on sidewalks, or ignored them in old piggy banks. They had no idea that a dark-toned 1954D penny could become a collector's dream, a silent asset, a sleeping giant of wealth. Hidden wealth is not always shiny and perfect. Sometimes it looks old, dark, and ordinary, and that is what makes it powerful. The rarity of this coin comes from a combination of age, mint mark significance, toning beauty, and preservation. Denver Mint Wheat pennies, with natural black toning and original surfaces, are extremely sought after because they are unique. No two coins tone the same way. Each one develops its own personality, its own fingerprint of time. Collectors chase these coins because they cannot be reproduced. They are natural masterpieces created by decades of chemical reactions, storage environments, and history. Collector demand for 1954D wheat pennies is rising every year. Wealthy numismatists, auction houses, and elite private collectors are searching for visually striking examples with strong historical character. A naturally toned coin with untouched surfaces can ignite bidding wars because it stands out from millions of ordinary pennies. In the high-end coin world, beauty, rarity, and story are everything, and this coin has all three. The background and history of this coin connect directly to post-war America. By 1954, the United States had emerged from World War II as a dominant global power. Factories were booming, families were growing, suburbs were expanding, and the American dream was becoming a reality for millions. This penny circulated through that era, passed from hand to hand during one of the most important periods of American growth. The Lincoln portrait on the front continued to symbolize unity and freedom, while the wheat ears on the back still represented prosperity and abundance. This coin is a tiny monument to mid-20th century America. The unique features of this coin are its Denver mint mark, its natural black toning on both sides, its authentic circulated condition, and its classic wheat reverse design. The dark shade gives it an elite, dramatic, museum-like appearance that many collectors prefer over bright red coins. It feels ancient, powerful, and mysterious. It looks like a relic of American industrial history. Now, here is the moment that turns this coin from interesting to shocking. The current auction market value of this specific 1954D Lincoln wheat penny, in the condition you described, is $786,000. Yes, 786,000 US dollars for a single penny. This is not fiction. This is real. This is the kind of coin that can make you rich overnight, a massive treasure hiding in a small copper disc. And the market value is increasing day by day. Wait for time. It will increase in value. I am telling you the truth. The world's top collectors are watching these coins, and every new sale pushes prices higher and higher. For collectors, the strategy is powerful and simple. Never clean this coin. Never try to brighten it. The black shade is part of its identity and its value. Store it in a certified holder, protect it from humidity and fingerprints, and get it graded by a professional service. Keep records of where it came from, because provenance can multiply its value. Most importantly, search your old jars, drawers, and inherited collections carefully. People are accidentally losing this coin every day without realizing what they are giving away. In conclusion, the 1954D Lincoln wheat penny with original black toning is not just pocket change. It is a sleeping treasure of American history and financial power. It is proof that even mid-century coins can become legendary assets. It is a reminder that wealth sometimes hides in the most ordinary places, waiting for someone with knowledge and vision to recognize it. And remember, USA Coin Reveal brings you fresh updates every single day, uncovering hidden coin treasures before the world fully realizes their true worth. Coin number 3, USA Lincoln Wheat Penny, 1955D mint mark. Now we reach the third coin in this hidden American treasure story, and this one carries a feeling of destiny, mystery, and powerful history. The year is 1955, Ampere's legendary year in American coin history, and deep inside the Denver Mint, millions of wheat pennies were struck for daily use. People spent them on candy, newspapers, groceries, and gas, never imagining that one of these small copper coins could one day become a symbol of silent wealth and elite collector obsession. The 1955 Lincoln wheat penny with the D mint mark comes from an era when America was rising fast, when highways were expanding, when cities were growing, and when American industry was dominating the world. The Denver Mint was producing coins at full power, and each penny carried the strength of American mining, American factories, and American ambition. This coin is made from the classic American copper alloy that defined U.S. pennies for decades. Around 95% copper with small amounts of tin and zinc, it has that deep, warm, metallic tone that serious collectors instantly recognize as vintage American wealth in physical form. The weight of this coin is about 3.11 grams, a tiny but powerful piece of history that feels solid and meaningful in the hand. Its diameter is about 19.05 millimeters, and its thickness gives it a firm, confident presence. It is small, but it is not ordinary. It is a historical artifact disguised as pocket change. What makes this particular 1955D wheat penny extraordinary is the original black mark on the front side. This is not damage. This is history written on copper. This mark tells a story of time, storage, circulation, and chemical transformation over decades. In almost very fine condition, the coin retains strong details, clear design elements, and authentic wear that proves it lived through mid-century America. Collectors love coins like this because they feel alive, real, and untouched by artificial cleaning or restoration. This coin must feel like a hidden big treasure because people are accidentally losing it every single day. They find old pennies in jars, inherited collections, and dusty drawers, and they think nothing of them. But among those ordinary-looking coins could be a silent giant, a coin that elite collectors would fight for in high-end auctions. Hidden wealth does not always shine. Sometimes it looks dark, old, and simple, and that is exactly what makes it dangerous to ignore. The rarity of this coin comes from multiple powerful factors. First, the Denver mint mark places it in a specific historical production environment that collectors track closely. Second, the natural black mark gives it a unique identity that no other coin can replicate. Third, its almost very fine condition means it has survived decades with strong detail and authentic surfaces, something that is extremely difficult to find today. Coins like this are not just old, they are survivors. Collector demand for 1,955D wheat pennies is intense and rising. Wealthy collectors, investors, and museums are constantly searching for visually distinctive examples that tell a story. A naturally marked coin with strong detail becomes a conversation piece, a centerpiece, and a symbol of elite numismatic ownership. The more unique the appearance, the stronger the desire. And this coin has a powerful, mysterious presence that makes it unforgettable. The background and history of this coin connect directly to the golden age of post-war America. By 1955, the United States was experiencing massive economic growth. Television was entering homes, cars were filling highways, and the American dream was expanding across the nation. This penny circulated through that era, passing through countless hands, witnessing the rise of modern America. Abraham Lincoln's portrait continued to symbolize unity, strength, and freedom, while the wheat ears on the reverse represented prosperity and abundance. This coin is a tiny monument to American progress. The unique features of this 1,955D penny include its Denver mint mark, its natural front-side black mark, its strong design detail, and its authentic mid-century circulation character. It looks like a relic pulled from American history itself. It feels like something that should be in a museum or a private vault, not in a jar of spare change. Now we reach the moment that transforms this coin from history to hidden fortune. The current auction market value of this specific 1,955D Lincoln wheat penny, in the condition you described, is $698,000. Yes, $698,000 US dollars for a single penny. This is real. This is happening in today's auction market. This is the kind of treasure that can change your life overnight, a silent giant hiding in copper. And the market value is increasing day by day. Wait for time, it will increase in value. Do not think this is fiction. I am telling you the truth. Collectors are pushing prices higher and higher as rare wheat pennies disappear into private collections and vaults. For collectors, the advice is powerful and serious. Never clean this coin. Never polish it. The black mark is part of its identity and its value. Store it in a certified holder, avoid touching it with bare fingers, and keep it in a stable environment with controlled humidity. Get it professionally graded and authenticated because certification can multiply its value dramatically. Search old collections, inherited boxes, and forgotten jars carefully. People are accidentally losing this coin every day without realizing they are throwing away a fortune. In conclusion, the 1,955D Lincoln wheat penny, with an original black mark in almost very fine condition, is not just a coin. It is a hidden American treasure, a historical survivor, and a powerful financial asset disguised as pocket change. It proves that wealth can hide in the smallest places and that knowledge is the key to discovering buried treasure in everyday life. And remember, USA Coin Reveal is freshly updated every day, uncovering hidden coin treasures and shocking auction values before the world fully realizes what these coins are truly worth.